It was like an Airbnb we had stayed in, right? Like,
okay,
and so we were staying there, and I kept on hearing like toys, like jacks, like a. Hi, everybody! Welcome to the Real and Relatable. This is AJ.
I'm Ma.
And as you can tell, we're all dressed up for Halloween. Hello. So, fun fact, Ma, I know that you're dressed as Freddy Krueger.
I am.
But did you know that Freddy Krueger actually was an inspiration from Southeast Asian Hmong people and Cambodians who had dreams about, entities coming into their dreams and haunting them. And so the Hollywood exec who was interested in trying to make a Halloween movie, he kept on reading these stories in the 80s when a lot of the new Vietnam refugees came through. Mm-hmm. And this inspired him to create Freddy Krueger.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I always just thought it was just a scary dream type scary movie. I was just like, I just remember always being really scared of Freddy Krueger and going to sleep at night because I was afraid that something was going to come get me. And here I am dressed as Freddy Krueger.
But yeah, so it was inspired by, Hmong and Southeast Asian Cambodian stories about how they would sleep and they would wake up terrified or that somebody had slept on top of them. So there's that paralyzed
sleep paralysis.
Yes, sleep paralysis. Mm-hmm. That also happened in that. So that was part of what was Freddy Krueger, the inspiration of Freddy Krueger. So it was really exciting when I found out about that. I was like, wow, that's like part of an American history that I never knew that was kind of fun and interesting to hear.
Yeah, that's really cool. Speaking of sleep paralysis, mm-hmm. When I was growing up, especially watching like Freddy Krueger movies and not Freddy Krueger movies, it's called Nightmare on Elm Street. Especially watching those movies, I never really had like sleep paralysis. It wasn't until much, much, much later in life that I experienced sleep paralysis.
Oh.
And I want to say like the first few times I experienced it, it was really scary.
Oh, I want to hear. So can you tell me a little bit?
I don't think I remember any of like when I first experienced it.
Okay.
I just remember when I first. Okay, no, actually, I do remember one. Okay, so I do remember one. It's slightly scary, but I didn't get like what they call sat on, right?
Okay.
So I went out like the night before, and I came home, went to sleep. Mm-hmm. And this, at the time, I was dating my ex. Okay. And my ex had sleep paralysis all the time.
Wow. Okay, so this is happening to him all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
And I always just thought it was really weird because I never had sleep paralysis. So I was just like, something's wrong with him. But anyways.
Something was wrong with him.
I don't know. I don't know if it trickled on to me from him or whatever it was. Anyways. So how our bedroom is set up. So this is at the time I was still living at home with my parents, and upstairs on the second level, all of the rooms are connected through rooms. So if you go upstairs, there's 4 bedrooms upstairs, but they're all connected through doorways.
Okay.
So where I was sleeping, my brother was sleeping in the next room, but there's no doors. There's a doorway, but there's no door.
Okay.
So he's over there sleeping. He's not sleeping. So I went to sleep and he was up playing games.
Okay.
Right. And so I went to sleep, and in the dream, there's 3 girls that came to me in my dream.
Okay.
And they were wearing these white gowns, and oh my God, I'm getting chilled. And they were waiting for me at the door of my door.
Okay.
Not the doorway, but the door, my door that comes into my room.
Yeah.
They were standing there, and they were like staring at me. And I knew it was a dream, but I kind of didn't really know it was a dream. But I knew that my brother was right there. And so like I started screaming for my brother, like wake me up, wake me up, wake me up. And I don't know if he heard me or what, but I saw the three girls come closer and closer to me, and so I started panicking even more. And I started screaming for him even more.
Yeah.
And then they reached out for me, and so I screamed even more because I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "These three girls are coming after me!" And then as soon as my brother, because it was actually my brother who, I think it was like the energy of him coming towards me, and he was like, "Mom, like wake up," you know. And I woke up and I was like, "Oh my god," and I was like, he goes, "Are you okay?" You know, because he's like, I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, you're making some weird noises."
Yeah.
So I was just making sure you were okay. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Thank you, thanks so much for like waking me up." But after that, I was telling my boyfriend at the time, the one that had sleep paralysis all the time.
Okay.
And apparently it happens to him a lot.
Oh.
You know, like not just females. Sometimes it's like dark energy or whatever it is. So I was telling my parents about it because it was like one of the first times that it happened to me, and I was really scared.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, you know, sometimes certain energies or certain spirits latch on to people.
They can follow you.
And they get jealous or they get possessive of the person that they're attached to. So then they come and they quote unquote haunt you.
Wow.
You know?
So maybe was it the three girls that followed you home, possibly from his place?
Yeah, well, not his place, but probably from his energy or whatever.
Oh wow.
So my parents is like, just be careful. Like don't linger around with people like that. I'm like, this
you're like, I've been with him for 15 years.
This is literally my boyfriend. So the chances of that is not going to happen. But yeah, and so like they're like, no, sometimes energies and spirits can attach them to you and attack you because you're taking control of the soul, the spirit, or whoever it is that they're latching onto. And I was just like, all right,
that's not good news.
Yeah. So after that, my parents put all of these like shaman signs and stuff on my door and above my bed just to like protect me because they're like, this will keep the spirits away.
Yeah, you know? yeah.
And I was like, that's really fucking scary.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about energies, and I was thinking about like the energy when I had gone to a vacation with my friend up in New York.
Yeah.
And we had gotten into a house.
Don't talk about New York. Oh man, I'm gonna be in New York next week. Okay.
But it was like an Airbnb we had stayed in, right? Like,
okay.
And so we were staying there, and I kept on hearing like toys, like jacks, like a ball bouncing and jacks.
Oh my
hitting
God.
against the wall, right? Or either on the ground. So I don't know how many floors there were upstairs, but I felt like people kept on dropping stuff onto the ground. And so I was just like, this is really annoying, this noise. Can we like ask somebody to stop? And so, but I kept on hearing it. And then my friend, she kind of like said to me, there's actually a little kid in the room. And she's like, and he's playing with Jack.
The fuck?
Yeah, he's playing with Jax. And he's actually in that corner. And I was like,
hell no.
I was like, oh my God. She's like, he keeps on running back and forth from this room into the bedroom. And I was like, okay, so, and you guys are going to allow me to sleep on the couch, which is in the corner of where he's playing? And she's like, yeah, you'll be fine. Because he doesn't notice you right now. He doesn't notice any of us. Because he's just playing back and forth. And that
I don't care.
Yeah, that was the weirdest energy ever because I could hear him playing, right? And I can feel this like little, like, it's a little energy, like in regards to like something playful. But I didn't feel it or I didn't see it like my friend was, the frequency that she was having him tapping into, you know? And I was like, I mean, I had a feeling that it might be a boy when she was starting to talk about it. She's like, there's a little child. And I was like, I wonder if it's a little boy. Right?
So she told you this while you guys were there?
Yeah, she told us they were over there.
Oh, hell no.
I know, and we stayed in this like Airbnb room for like 5 days.
So did she tell you at the beginning of the trip or like in the trip?
Yeah, so she told us in the kind of the beginning of the trip. So when we had
my
came
God.
in,
You know what? Common courtesy is to tell you after the... Okay, if there's ever anything scary, common courtesy is to tell you after you've left, okay? Being oblivious is fine, okay? No,
I agree because after she had told, she's like, "Oh, I didn't want to tell you. And I go, "Yeah, but I kept on complaining about the sound of the jacks." And so she was like, "Yes." And then she finally admitted it. And then I was like, "Okay." So by the 5th night, I was so scared because he just kept on playing back and forth. And it was so loud at this point. And I was just getting really annoyed because I couldn't sleep. So I ran into the bedroom with my friend and her other friend. And I jumped in the middle. I'm like, "I'm sleeping in the bed with you guys." And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, that's fine. That's cool." And she's like, she's like, "Right now, I can't talk about him." She goes, "Maybe you can, but I can't because I'm sensitive. So if he looks at me and he realizes that I'm here, then he's going to get stuck. Like following me around." And I was like, "Ew." I was like, "That's so crazy."
That's not you.
Yeah.
That's scary as fuck. I'm surprised you lasted on the couch that long.
Yeah, well, because I don't see anything, and I
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You can hear it?
I could hear it. But that was my first time ever dealing with energies or dealing with like something paranormal,
Yeah.
I mean, besides like, okay, so if I was like 16 or so, I mean, I felt like a shift in the clouds and the energy in regards to like when I was biking and my grandmother was really sick, and then when she passed away, there was something in the air. I didn't know she had passed away, but there was something in the air and I was like, "Oh, this feels weird." And I was like kind of feeling like, like I wonder if grandma has passed away. And like I'm really close to my grandmother. And so right when I felt that, like maybe my grandmother passed away, the phone rang. And I went and answered it. And it was like my mom. And my mom was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know that we're going to be staying a couple more days up north. And so like, grandma just passed away. So we're going to have to get things ready for the ritual." And I was like, "Oh my God." Like I felt this like
kind of felt her energy.
Yeah, energy. Well, it wasn't an energy, but it was just like something sad, like really depressing and sad. Like you lost somebody, And so that was the first time I ever felt energy. But after that, I never felt any other energy. And then until I went to New York and I felt that. And I was like, "Wow, this is really interesting."
The thing about New York is that it's really old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so a lot of the buildings are really old. Great. And we're traveling to New York by myself next week.
You'll be fine.
I'm going to bring a sage and I'm going to be like saging the whole place.
Yes.
But the thing is that when I travel alone, I do keep all of my lights on.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty much sleeping with the entire light on. Like
I won't be able to sleep with you at all.
No. See, the thing is that if I'm traveling alone, I sleep with the lights on.
Okay. But when you're traveling with a partner or a friend.
Yes, if I'm traveling with a partner or a friend, I can sleep in the complete dark because I know that they're there.
Yeah.
So I feel safe.
Okay.
But if no one's there, light is my safety. Light is my safety.
Yeah, that's what I hear too.
Yeah. And they say that too.
Yeah.
Or not they, but superstition. I don't know what to call it. That they say that, light is
the old wives' tale.
Yeah, is that electricity is your saving grace, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do sleep with the light on. I usually try to get somebody to go with me to New York, but nobody's going with me to New York this time. Great.
You're a big girl. You can handle it.
I'm going to have to call my friend and tell him and his girlfriend they're going to have to come stay at my hotel until I check out.
That's true. I mean, that'd be a great idea to spend some good quality time with friends.
Yeah, I'd be like, can y'all come stay at my hotel with me?
I mean, it'd be like a nice cushy hotel room, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
I can get double beds. You can come stay with me.
There you go. Order food in, Yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
No. But thankfully I'm not that sensitive to energy, and I'm very thankful that I'm not, because I think I would scare myself more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I heard that people that are tend to not be really scared. They tend. I feel like they get used to it.
I think also they've been able to learn how to protect themselves, right? Like, because the friend who I was telling you about, who's very sensitive, she told me that she grew up with this. So she said that through time, she would share her experiences with her parents and who were also shaman, and then share her experiences with like other people, other adults.
Yeah.
And then they would tell her, this is the best way to protect yourself. And you need to be hardcore. You need to be kind of like pretending that they're not there, even though you sense them, you see them. You need to create a like wall where you feel like, or where it feels like that you are normal and you don't sense them, because once they realize that you sense them, they're going to be more likely to attach to you. So she says that so her practice now is just that she just doesn't go around noticing things.
Yeah.
She'll see it, she'll feel it, but she'll just be like, there's nothing. And sometimes she even says that she'll say a prayer or whatever, and that's fine. Like it leaves her alone, or she feels much more like fuller, right? And brighter, So maybe that's why you need the light, because then you feel brighter, right?
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be bringing some sage and shit, because this is really creepy, and I tend to not like. Even though sometimes if I do sense the energy, I tend not to. I don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Because there was a trip where it was me and three other girls. So me, MB, Cash, and Cece. We went to Vegas. And Venetian's really old.
Oh, okay. Right? What happened there?
So Venetian's really old. So when we walked into the room, it just feels really heavy. But I don't feel really anything else.
Okay.
I can only sense if it's heavy or if it's not.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So it felt a little bit, it felt heavy and it felt off. Right. So I was like, all right, well, we're not going to switch rooms because there's 4 of us, and it's a double bed. We're going to be sleeping next to somebody, so it's fine, so it's not that big of a deal. And so I want to say it was like the first night, I had like a sleep paralysis type situation.
Wow.
So we all were sitting in our bed. So it was me, Cece, MB, and Cash.
Okay.
Right? So it was 4 of us, 2 on this bed, 2 on that bed.
Yeah.
And so I fell asleep. It was during the day because we were like, I don't know, whatever, partying or whatever.
Okay.
So I fell asleep first. And in the dream, we were at the Venetian in the hotel room.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like really our hotel room. It was like a Motel 6 type of hotel room. It was weird. And I don't know if it was like a lady or it was something else.
Okay.
Was in the room. And I can feel it like coming towards me, right?
Yeah.
This time it was coming towards me because I kept thinking to myself, because in my dream I was like, oh, I'm not at the Venetian. I'm at a hotel with my boyfriend at that time.
Okay.
I was like, oh, where I'm at the boyfriend at the time. I'm like, oh, but that's weird. That chair and that table over there, there's someone there,
okay.
And so I was like, me. I was like, no, there's not. And then I was like, no, something's walking towards me. I can't see what it is, but something's walking towards me.
Yeah.
And so then I'm in my dream, I'm like I'm dreaming, wake me up.
Yeah.
And I'm telling it to who I thought my boyfriend was sleeping next to me.
Okay.
So I was like, wake me up. Right. And like he wouldn't move. And he wouldn't do anything. So then I was like, wake me up. And then all I can see, like in my dream, was the hand coming close to me like this. and then of course I get scared.
Yeah.
And then I did was I can feel a hand touch me.
Oh, okay.
And then I woke up and I screamed.
Okay.
And because I screamed, MB screamed, and because MB screamed, Cash screamed. I was like, oh my God. But I didn't realize that simultaneously in the dream of the hand coming towards me, it was Cece who was like waking me up. Yeah, it was her hand coming, and as soon as her hand hit me, I thought it was whatever that entity was hit me.
Okay.
And so then I screamed because I was like, I moved my hand like it was trying to knock it away or whatever it was. So it was like, so then I scream and they all scream and everyone screamed and they're like, oh my God, what happened? I was like, I'll tell you guys later. But MB wanted to know. So as I'm telling her the story, Cash is in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And so then MB starts getting scared, and then all I heard was Cash running from the bathroom to the bed, like, oh my God, that's so scary. I was like, yeah, you guys wanted to hear about it, so I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So then after the Venetian, Cece went home, and the three of us, we transferred over to Aria because we were gonna stay at the Aria anyways.
Yeah.
And when we got to the Aria, both Cash and MB wouldn't sleep in the bed next to in the same bed as me. Cash and MB was like, we're gonna sleep in this bed over here. I was like, oh my God.
And you're sleeping by yourself at this point then. Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God.
These friends just abandon you when you need the most.
I was like, if you act scared, they're gonna know that you're scared.
Yeah.
I was like, so even if it is scary in the moment, you kind of just have to. So I get it. Like you kind of just have to brush it off.
Yeah.
And kind of toughen it out.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Unless it's like very evil entity.
Yeah.
Where they're purposely harassing you. Yeah, and trying to harm you. Then yes, get away, get out. Yeah. But for the most part, they're just roaming, you know?
Yeah.
I'm saying it like it's like all natural or whatever.
But like you see that all the time.
Yeah, no. Because if it was me, I would be the first one to be like, we're getting the hell out of here. You know, I'm not staying here. We're going to go and just be done with it. Because no.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do get really scared.
Yeah.
I do get really scared, and I prefer not to travel by myself.
Okay.
I do have to travel by myself for work. And so in those situations, like I said, I turn on all the lights just because I am scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you don't have a restful sleep?
Oh, I definitely don't have restful sleep.
Well, okay, so when you're sleeping by yourself and you have the lights, you don't sleep very well.
Because the lights are on, the TV's on, everything's on.
Yeah.
So it's really not a restful sleep. And it's not a restful sleep for the entire time I'm there.
Yeah.
So as much as I want to enjoy it, I really can't truly enjoy it if I'm by myself.
So this reminds me, like, okay, so I don't even know if you remember, but there was one time we had gone up to Minneapolis to kind of go to the club and party. And I forgot who we were celebrating's birthday. But we were celebrating someone's birthday, and we had gotten a hotel room. Okay. And it was you, me, I think two of your other friends, and then my other two friends as well. Okay. And so it ended up where I think either you and the other friend slept together in a bed. I had ended up sleeping on the floor, and my friend and this other girl were able to squeeze in. It was three of them was able to squeeze in together to sleep together. And so I was sleeping on the ground on the floor, and it was really cold, and I had just slept whatever. And then when I woke up the next morning and we left, I wonder if you had felt an entity, because I had left and I went to my friend, and the one who is sensitive, you know her too. I said to her, hey, like I was really cold last night, and like I was like I couldn't sleep, and so I was like, so I was wondering like, you know, what was going on, you know, because I've never really felt cold like that before. Yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, you were sleeping right next to an old lady that had passed away. And she,
oh hell no.
She's like, and so you were right there. She was like right there next to you. I was like, I can't believe all you guys just allow me to sleep right next to this ghost.
For real?
I was like, rude. Yeah, rude. And so I was like, never mind. I was like, okay, this is not a good friend. If you're not telling me ahead of time, and you're just letting me sleep there, and you're not saying anything, like, how good of a friend are you?
For real. No. I think I do know what birthday you're talking about, but no.
You didn't
I
feel
was
anything?
so drunk. You know what?
We had a good time. I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes drinking helps. Okay.
But you didn't feel it when we walked in? When we walked into the hotel room?
No, I was already drunk by then.
Oh, that's right. I think you guys had pre-partied a little bit, right? Yeah. Oh, the good times.
Those days are like very blurred. Okay. Those days are like, did we party? Where did we party at? Whose birthday was it?
What was it? Yeah, when was it? Yeah, so she had experienced that, and I was like, oh, man, and I gotta sleep on the ground. Like, come on. No wonder all you guys crammed into sleeping together in the beds, and like I'm like,
well,
I'll just sleep.
So the thing is that we always cram and sleep on the same bed.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I think it was 3 of you guys.
Yeah,
and then the 3 of them too, and then I was like, I'll just sleep on the ground.
Yeah, we always cram. We always cram into the bed. One time in Chicago, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there was almost 10 girls.
Yeah.
And we slept in my friend's sister's studio apartment.
Wow.
Like sardines. Like literally. Yeah. Because we were early 20s, broke. So we're going to stay at her. We're not going to get no hotel. Right? Yeah. So yes. Sardine style, straight across from bed to floor to door. Yeah.
At that point, your body can handle the bad sleep. In your 20s.
Yeah. No bones is aching. You wake up refreshed. Everything's great.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, that was great. Let's go party and do it again.
Your friend is messed up for not telling you to get on the bed at the minimum.
Yeah. Well, there was definitely no room at that point, and everybody was claiming spots already. So I was like, okay, that's cool.
Oh,
but that was very interesting. Very, very interesting experience. So I'm like, now I know I'm never going out with you again to another hotel room.
Yes. For real.
You're just going to let me
I feel like people who are very... I think I'm more scared of people who are very sensitive and can really sense those things. I think they scare me more.
Oh yeah.
Than anything, especially because they can sense it and they can see, and I'm just over here like, I'd rather just be blind and stupid at this point because I don't want to know. I'd rather just not know.
Yeah. I agree. I think I like where I'm at right now. I don't need to be sensitive. Like, I think it's very interesting and I love talking about it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want those type of superpowers. Yeah, those superpowers, if you call it superpowers, whatever they are.
Some people consider it superpowers.
That's very true, very true. But I don't consider them as superpowers. I feel like, I don't think it's a bad either, but I'm just like, wow, that's kind of heavy stuff to carry too.
It is, yeah.
Because you have to deal with that. And then not only that, she has kind of like, she said when she was younger, she didn't know if she needed to tell them to go into the light or go to God or whatever the situation may be. Yeah. And I think she said sometimes like if they come bother her a lot, then she will tell them to go towards the light. But she says sometimes like she just allows it to whatever, they can do whatever they need to if they're happy with whatever type of plane they're in, Yeah. And so I'm kind of like, like, I don't think I would want that type of responsibility.
No,
right?
No, I don't. I don't know. Yeah. Like for me, if I ever get scared, like, so prior to my dad passing, like if I went somewhere and I was scared, I usually, even though I've never met his side of my grandparents on that side. Yeah. He's like, if you ever get scared, you could just ask your grandparents to help you and they will protect you.
Yeah.
Right. So now I think
a lot of parents say that because now that you said that, now I think about my own parents saying that too.
They're there to protect you, know? So he goes, don't be afraid to like call on them. Yeah. So now if I get scared, I actually call out for my dad to protect me. Because I'm like, oh, protect me. I'm scared. I'm like,
he good.
Yeah,
he loves
like-
you a lot.
Yeah, like where are you? Come protect me, because like I am a little chicken shit. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
The resting bitch face isn't real, guys.
yeah. I know. Yeah,
She's a chicken shit.
it's all a facade. Okay.
Yeah. No, I think that, I mean, it's so interesting, our culture, about how it's steeped into like all this kind of like,
Spirits.
yeah,
and
spirits and dark stuff, right?
It is
Like,
very dark.
Yeah, it is very dark and very scary. And I think that's, a very interesting aspect to our like culture.
Yeah.
I think it's really nice too. And I think it's very, like, compared to the American culture, like, I feel like ours just seems to be a little bit more deeper and just a little bit more like haunting. Like, right? Like,
Yes.
I don't know any other word to explain it besides haunting. Like, just
Yeah.
the way our culture is and how we carry,
Yeah.
like, just the sense of ancestors and everything like that.
Yes.
And just like ghosts.
Yes, I know, because the thing is that, if I had the option, I wouldn't have wanted to know about any of this stuff.
Yeah.
I would have preferred to just be very oblivious to all of it and just assume that it doesn't exist, that,
Yeah.
that nothing scares me, and like that. Like, if I hear something, it's just it's just upstairs or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah.
It's like I really want to live in that world where I don't.
You're just innocent and ignorant.
Yes,
And naive.
nothing exists. Just what's in front of me exists. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I know that a lot of friends that I would talk to them about like just the deep stuff, like the really dark, deep secrets, or not secrets, but like the stories that happen.
Yeah.
And they would be like, oh, really? Tell me more.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, this is really cool. Like, because their religion, right, the Christianity or
Yeah.
whatever it is totally like different. you
Yes.
know?
Yeah. I know. That's why when I used to live with Elsie,
Yeah.
and when I lived with Elsie, there was a couple of times where I did have sleep paralysis.
Oh, okay.
And she can hear me from the room that she's sleeping in.
Oh.
And she's like, I just prayed for you. I was like, all right.
Didn't come over to wake you up, but she would just pray for you.
Because she's Christian, and she believes that prayer helps, and she also believes that you're not supposed to wake somebody up from like a nightmare or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no. In our culture, you wake me the hell up. You come over and you wake me the hell up.
Yeah, that's why Freddy Krueger like wants you to keep on sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And she goes, well, your door's locked anyways. I was like, you know what? I've been leaving my door unlocked just in case. Okay. Just in case.
Bust through it. If wake me
yeah.
up through knocking really loud.
Yes. And she goes, no, I'll just pray for you. I'm like, that does nothing for me. That does absolutely nothing for me. She goes, yeah, but after I pray, you stop like whatever I'm doing, like if I'm screaming from help.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like screams, right? It sounds like struggle, I guess, or whatever.
You're just
it
like
is.
moaning or like
Yeah.
you're having a Charlie horse. Like,
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah. And she goes, yeah, but after I pray, you stop. I was like, yeah, because I got myself out of it. No thanks to you.
10 minutes later, I stopped moaning.
Yeah, but I think it's so interesting to hear their belief versus our belief.
Yeah, her
'cause-
perspective.
Yeah, because I'm like, no, wake me up.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm telling you right now that you wake me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was reading one of the articles, especially the Freddy Krueger one, where one of the articles was about one guy who, after he came back from, or not came back, but when he arrived in the US, he kept on dreaming that something was chasing him. And he always asked for people to wake him up. And not only that, he would drink tons of coffee because he heard the coffee helped. So he would drink tons of coffee and to try to stay up. So
to try to stay up.
Yeah, so he wouldn't fall asleep, And I was like, oh, very interesting, like what he did to try to like stop from sleeping.
Yeah.
And then eventually he just died with a heart attack.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So they said that he had the nightmare and then he died of cardiac arrest.
All right, I'm taking this costume off.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you have to wake them up, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with you. You're
Yeah.
not going to pray because then...
Yeah. No.
Prayer would just be cardiac arrest.
Yeah. Don't pray for me. Wake me the hell up, okay? I mean, I've been fortunate to not have to experience it.
Yeah.
Like I experienced it more when I was with my ex, but I think it was more like his energy being latched onto me.
Yeah.
You know, it's more so that.
Yeah.
So it's taken me years to shed that kind of energy.
Good. Keep
away.
shedding it.
Yeah. Sage everywhere.
Bring in good karma.
Feed the poor.
Exactly. Donate all your clothes.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, no. But even the girls are afraid to sleep next to me because I've experienced sleep paralysis a few times when I was with them. And so some of the girls, especially MB, is like afraid to sleep next to me.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you afraid? It's not latching onto you. I mean, it's attacking me.
It's true because like I was asleep with Cece, I know the Cece is also very sensitive. Right?
She's way sensitive.
Yeah, and so I know that we had gone to like I think a winery or something, and we had gotten a hotel and we had slept, and she was having a nightmare as well.
Yeah,
and I woke that bitch up. I was like, "Wake up, hello," because she was just moaning, and she's like, "Oh my god," and she's like, "Oh, thank goodness you woke me up," and I was like, "Yeah, hello, you were like so loud, I couldn't sleep." Like my sleep was so important to me.
It wasn't for your benefit; it was for my benefit.
Exactly. And so she was like, "Oh my god!" And so the next morning she woke up and she's like, "Oh, I had a dream that an old lady in a white dress was coming closer and closer and closer to me." And so she's like, "So when you woke me up, I was really happy because, you know, she had come right towards me already, you know." And I was like, "Oh, good." Now it's over.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so it was very interesting, like just to hear her to sleep with somebody like that, right? Because I've never really experienced that. My other friend does, like she sleeps and she does that, but we sleep separately all the time, except that one time when I ran into the bedroom with her and the other friend, but she didn't feel anything. But that was a different experience to have them have that like paralysis, you know? Yeah. So
yeah, it is a very scary thing.
Yeah. So interesting.
Well, we didn't give anybody a trigger warning or or anything like that.
We did. We look at our outfits. Hello.
Yeah,
but you know we're gonna be talking about spooky things.
No, they probably thought we were gonna talk about, you know, good energy.
Dead relationships.
They didn't. I know. They didn't know we were gonna jump right into ghost stories.
We have to have spooky ghost stories.
I know, it's in the spirit of Halloween.
It is. It is.
I hope we didn't scare anybody.
No. Look behind you.
No. Don't go to sleep. Just kidding.
Exactly.
No, I'm kidding.
Stay up because we're gonna be staying up.
No, because you know I think I looked into sleep paralysis for a while because my ex kept experiencing.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of what I read is, you know, sometimes it's the food that you eat before you go to bed,
or the stress.
Yeah, or the stress, or what you're watching before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Or like your mind is just running, more like running wild.
Yeah.
Before you go to bed. So it's not necessarily energy or entity.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's just you being, you're having like a really bad upset stomach and you can't sleep. So you're kind of like half awake, half asleep, and there's not really an entity there. It's just, you're just very uncomfortable.
Yeah, because your brain at this point has disconnected with maybe your body.
Yeah.
And it's it's in the REM type of like motion.
And so then when you're kind of stuck in the in-between, you're trying to wake up, but you're asleep, you start to panic and then you start to create
like a story.
Yes. And it's not necessarily anything. At
Yeah.
that point. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I read a lot about it too because I thought that was such a interesting phenomenon in our culture.
Yeah.
You know, because you learn about it when you're a little kid.
Yeah.
You know,
I wish our parents never taught us things like that. I would be really
they have
honest.
to scare us because how do you keep a child in line? Hello.
Gentle parenting.
Nope. I'm going to scare them with horror stories and taunt them and tell them.
They need to know who's boss.
Exactly. The ghosts. The ghost is our boss.
Yeah.
That's why you have to come home, stay home, be home at 9.
Yeah.
Nothing later.
Yeah. My dad used to say that to me
Yeah.
when I was younger and I kept going out late.
Yeah.
He goes, if you keep going out late, and he scared me. He goes, I'm going to tell grandma and grandpa to wait for you on the porch.
Yeah.
That scared the hell out of me. Even though later on he told me, why are you scared? I only said that to scare you, but you shouldn't be scared. They're there to protect you. But anyways, so then for an entire week, I came home before dark.
Yep. I remember my parents did the same thing to me.
I was so scared. I was like, oh no, I don't want them waiting for me at the porch. I was like, I'm going to go home. I'm going home before it gets dark.
Exactly. I would get home around 7 or 8, you
Yeah.
know, because my parents were like, you don't know what's following you back home. When it's
Yeah.
dark like that,
Yeah.
things can follow you back home. So
Yeah.
you better be careful and come back home at a good time so that we can turn off the lights and lock the doors and you'll be fine, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, things follow you home? Like, ew. Like just the thought of something following you home is like, ugh.
Yeah, I know. I swear. I mean, our parents need to stop scaring us because you know what? That's not funny.
But that's how they get you in, like that. Like besides hitting you, you know, like I mean, that was the form of fear mongering, like that you would get. You know,
Yeah.
it's like to be scared enough
Yeah.
that you would act appropriately, and they wouldn't have to chase you or find you. You know?
I would never do that to my kids.
I would. I would.
Oh my god.
Why? That's the best parenting. No, I would love to scare my kids. I would love to scare my kids.
I know. I would want my kids to grow up oblivious to this kind of things.
No way. I would like to make sure they have trauma so that they grow up. So they grow up and be better human beings. That's all I'm saying. It's like, once you have a little trauma in your life, it's actually pretty good. Trauma isn't all bad.
So she won't gentle parent for those out there.
Nope, I am not. I'm not going to gentle parent. I am it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So...
All right.
But thank you for listening to our Halloween episode. Again, we want to thank our subscribers and our growing community. You know what to do. So subscribe, and get our notifications. All right. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.